South Africans. Tell me
Show
South
us the
Africans that
pieces
they are
of
lazy.
shit. Show us the pieces of shit. I'll kill on the show.
Hey, wait, see.
Uzositshela wena, uzitshela lowo wena.
Listen, the same Shonas,
Yeah,
they fight. Listen. The same Shonas, my brothers from Zimbabwe, they get a job in South Africa. They will chase every South Africa in a way. Believe me, guys.
Exactly.
This is their business. If they get a job, they fight South Africans. They will chase you all away. This is how they behave. Noriega, this is your behavior. We know you guys. Now the world, even the South Africans, now they are starting to learn how you behave, you people. Especially you, Noriega. You are a sick person. You think being government
You're a
official is
snake.
scared
You're a
of you.
snake.
He's a dangerous man. We don't care for you,
You're
bro.
a snake. Like Mugabe.
Noriega,
What did you?
stupid man.
One person
These
at a
guys, they
time.
knew. They knew.
Guys,
They knew.
no.
Show us a rubbish man. Show us a rubbish man.
Angiqabangela abanye abantu.
Qale lapha nje.
Okay.
Qale lapha.
Donna, can you please take over? Can you please?
World and this angel of Africa. Nonsense. BRICS has nothing to do with the unity of Africa, right? And BRICS is a solution to Africa. How? I just told you guys what BRICS is for. How will they be the solution to Africa? This is like, it's no disrespect, right? But to even put the two in one sentence, it's an oxymoron, guys, because that is not what BRICS is for. Right, then you look at the partners to BRICS, countries like Iran and others. Let's look at the particular case, Iran. Iran is a theocratic dictatorship with limited human rights, limited free speech. They don't share the South African culture at all, but they are a partner to BRICS. Again, I say, how are they the solution to Africa?
Nothing to do with BRICS. so that is just a given fact. I think, you said something very important, and I think that's where I want to land as well, and maybe because I just need to attend to other things, but something that is very important to say.
Do you mind if I say one last thing? So people are saying that the USD is not backed up by anything, right? First of all, the Federal Reserve Bank has in its vaults 6 metric tons of gold, right? Besides that, they have the world's strongest, most industrialized economy. It is just very simple like that.
I'm told that no, if you've got a child in South Africa as a single lady who's not employed, you are given some money. So they were told. So we're telling them that no, you get something like 500. So they're saying like $500. So no, it's 500 rands. And then when they try to change it into dollars, do you know those ladies how sad they were, those Americans, to hear that our African government gives 500 rands, which is not enough for a day's lunch in America, to look after their children. And this is what they use to keep the people calm, to bribe people into not realizing that they need more. Yes, I may not be right, and South Africa is doing better than all the other countries because it's the only country that is doing this. But at the same time, we can do more. We can do way better than this. That's my point.
Can I
go, please?
Ek is toen wacht, het lang gepraat man.
Okay, and in other words, agricultural land.
Agricultural land, that's what I mean by land, yeah.
Okay, so you are only referring to that aspect of the factors of production.
Yes, mining and agriculture.
Okay, now I want to ask you, are you saying that listen, I can only speak for South Africans. I'm sorry, but let me ask you, so are you saying that black South Africans don't own any land?
No. It doesn't have to be black South Africans or white South Africans. It has to be 100% South Africans.
No, that's good. Now, if you put it that way, 100% South Africans, then I will tell you that the land is owned by South Africans. South African land.
What about mines?
Mines are also owned by South Africans. Right.
Really?
Let me elaborate because you guys like to come here with Malema talking points. The Eastern Cape and KZN have the most fertile land in South Africa. Guess who owns more than 50%? Black people. In KZN, you have what you call Ingonyama Trust. Any mine that operates on KZN land must pay royalties. I used to work in the mines. They must pay royalties to the king and to the chiefs. In other words, black South Africans own land. Another thing, I don't know if you've heard of the Royal Bafokeng, which is owned by black South Africans, Tswana people. The Royal
I know
Bafokeng
Royal
is one of-
Bafokeng in Botswana, yes.
Okay, now-
I mean
yes.
in Rustenburg.
No, it's fine, but I want to explain to you how what you said, it just doesn't make sense. The black people own Royal Bafokeng. Royal Bafokeng has some of the world's largest reserves of platinum. In fact, it could be argued that it is the largest reserve of platinum, and it's owned by black people, and it's for the benefit of the Tswana community. And it's one of the most successful investment vehicles in Africa and the world. This is owned by black people. I can go on and on and on to show you that black people own. Let's look at capital, which is also a factor of production. 23% of the market value of the JSE is owned by black people. Only 22 is owned by Umzungu, South African Umzungu. The other percentages are owned by foreigners who have come to invest in South African companies. That's understandable. People come, they build companies in South Africa. That's understandable, right? I can go on and on and on. I can tell you that the South African middle class is occupied by 53% black South Africans, only 23% Umzungu, and the others are made up by colored and Indian. I can go on and tell you that 43% of the South African upper class is owned by non-white.
All right. Keystone, should we join BRICS or not? What is your
No,
take?
I will get there. I'm debunking the things that these people are saying, man. I will get there. I'll get to BRICS.
So after, as you are debunking, please get there as well. No problem, Ola. Palmer, thank you for coming.
Definitely I will, Maji. So I just want to debunk this whole thing that South African black people just own nothing. It is not true. They own factors of production. The factors of production is four main things, and in those things, black South Africans have ownership. So I just don't agree with that. And then again, okay, I already spoke about Putin being an Umzungu. This love affair that Africans have with Putin. You would swear that the man is black, which he is not.
I'm
right?
not white, bruh. I'm very black.
I know, brother. I know. I'm speaking about Putin. I know you love Putin, but I'm just telling you that he's an Umzungu. So, and then you said, as long as countries around South Africa are not economically successful, we can't stop them from coming. First of all, we can't stop them from coming if we enforce our borders like the apartheid government did. And then secondly, it is not our responsibility to build those nations. And then thirdly, there are examples in the world, such as China. China is surrounded by countries that are not as successful as China, like North Korea, like parts of India and other places in that region that are not as successful. But China does not let those people just flood over their borders. So I'm really sorry, but I don't agree with that. That doesn't make sense. And then you spoke about a job. Bro, you can say that a job is slavery, but we must work as human beings in order to survive in this world. We live in a cursed world, and we are cursed to work in order to eat from the ground. We must work. Not everybody can be a so-called boss, right? And then in conclusion, I want to get to BRICS. Look, the United States of global stabilizer in this world. You must have a force that stabilizes the global order. If you look at historically, the Roman Empire stabilized that region of the world, right? During its time. When the Roman Empire started crumbling, what did you have? You had a whole bunch of conflicts and wars and unalivings. The same thing with the Persians, the Babylonians, right? Empires, as brutal as they were, still acted as a stabilizing force. In recent times, you look at Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein held an iron grip on the Middle East. When Saddam Hussein was removed, that is when these forces took over, ISIS, the Shia Muslims, and that's when you had instability within the region. The United States today is acting as a countervailing force. It's acting as a stabilizer on the global stage. You guys can love Russia and China all you want. I'm telling you, when it happens that the United States falls, if I'm still alive, I'll be the one to say, I told you so, because the world will be in disarray. I want to read a small excerpt so it's on worldfinance.com, and it speaks about cracks.
Can I ask you something? Before you proceed? Sorry to interject.
I'm almost done. Bro. Remember, I did not interrupt you. I'm almost done. So it speaks about.
Let him finish. Let Keystone finish, Putin, then you can respond, and he will let us know if family. You need to understand this. We might have BRICS, we might have NATO, we might have America and Russia and all of that. We all won't prefer the same people. That's the point of the conversation. This is what we need to talk about. So we must not force opinions on anybody. That's why, family, I'm open to any response. So let's all be open to any response. There are people who don't want unity. There are those who want unity. There are those that don't want BRICS. There are those that want it. Let's be open to that and let's not take offense on that. Continue, Keystone. Thomas' daughter, you assist where you see I'm struggling with network or where I don't respond quicker. You can jump in.